Semua memulai perjalanan dengan caranya sendiri. Bergerak tanpa henti dalam menghadapi tantangan masa kini. Menyadari bahwa perubahan nyata memerlukan kekuatan yang lebih besar. Indosat Uridu dan Tri Indonesia melangkah bersama dengan bersatu untuk menjadi kekuatan baru.
The digital economy in Indonesia is vibrant, dynamic and evolving. For telecommunication players to harness the opportunities that this economy holds, they need to be forward-thinking and agile with the ability to quickly pivot to remain competitive and capture market share. The merger of Indosat, Uridu, Hutchison is a visionary move in this regard. Indosat is now positioned as the second largest operator in Indonesia with annual revenues of almost $3 billion and more than 100 million customers. So we are honoured to have with us here today Vikram Sinha, President, Director and CEO of Indosat, to share with us his insights into the trends around the Indonesian digital economy, his thoughts about the merger and his vision for Indosat evolving as a techco going forwards. Vikram, thank you so much for giving us this valuable opportunity.
My pleasure, Rob. Happy to be here.
Vikram, could you share with us your thoughts on Indonesia's digitalisation journey? What have you observed? Where are the opportunities?
Rob, let me tell you, Indonesia is on the forefront. Everyone talks about Indonesia being the digital powerhouse of Southeast Asia, but Indonesia is heading towards being the digital powerhouse among one of the best in the world. And I'll tell you why I say so. Let's look at the whole digital gross merchandise value. Today it is around 77 billion. By 2025 it will be doubled, close to 150 billion. Let's look at some of the other metrics. By 2030 it is heading towards 10th largest GDP. 2050 it will be 4th largest. So Indonesia has all these ingredients, and I think the policy, especially the omnibus law and all, which is very forward looking, compliments to the government which they have done. It has paved the way and foundation. Among midst of a lot of uncertainty, Indonesia is showing to the world that how to grow and how to serve the communities.
What do you think are the growth drivers for Indonesia's digital economy?
The number one driver, Rob, is SMEs. Indonesia has close to 62 million SMEs, and all of us need to work together to make sure that we get them into the digital fold, and then we help make sure that once SMEs grow, Indonesia GDP will grow. It has a direct impact. The large enterprise will closely follow behind. There's a lot happening on Industry 4.0 and then a lot of things are happening. I go to places like Morawali and all. There's a lot of action happening. And of course, the increasing pool of digital talent will help build stronger foundation for digital economy to thrive.
Vikram, I think you're right. That digital talent is going to be so important. In what areas do you see gaps that can present opportunities for Indonesia's digital economy in the future?
Indonesia is a very big country. It is like a size of Europe in terms of land area. Yeah, and that presents a lot of challenges for all the operator. That presents a lot of challenges in terms of making sure that how do we deliver the same kind of experience which we deliver in Jakarta or Surabaya, in Nusa Tenggara or Papua. So all these things, Indosat has a role to play. With Indosat scale, we want to make sure that we serve the need of every Indonesian. Additionally, the level of digital literacy in this country is still lacking. At a larger scale, this also becomes a bottleneck for SMEs to digitalize their businesses. So, Rob, the opportunity are endless. There is untapped potential in rural population and there's a growing middle class.
I think you're right. The opportunities are endless. And how do you think Indosat can contribute to Indonesia's digitalisation success?
Indonesia is all set to become Southeast Asia digital powerhouse. To drive this transformation, the government of Indonesia has developed its Digital Indonesia roadmap and to create a digital society. The plan is ambitious and it covers a wide range of area: digital financial services, digital entertainment, digital education, digital health, to name just some. If this plan has to become a reality, Indonesian telcos, including Indosat, have a vital role to play. By expanding and improving our network across the country, by bringing outstanding online services to community that have traditionally been underserved, and by supporting the communities in which we operate through social initiative and investments.
That's a really good point. So, in your view, how is the Indonesian telecommunication landscape evolving?
There have been significant market shifts that are changing the landscape of Indonesian telco. For instance, the sector is facing supply chain pressure, rising inflation, tightening consumer spending, which means that there are challenges in this area of services and product differentiation and customer experience. Let me tell you, when we merged last year, we said that this merger is very good for Indonesia. And we have completed 1 year. The industry was a bit stagnant, growing 1%, years not growing. But 2022, what we saw that the industry is growing 5%. So I think there have been some structural change, and this merger has been one of them. The other one is I look at COVID as a silver lining. People have understood the importance of this sector, and there are a lot of actions which is happening by all operators to make sure that the whole industry is more sustainable and it is playing a bigger role on the digital economy.
That's great. So why do you think there was a need to embark on this merger?
Look, from day zero, we said that this merger is, number one, very good for Indonesia. Number two, it is good for all our customers. Number three, it will be good for shareholder also. We have seen globally that telco is a scale business, and there are only top two or sometime maximum three who are able to make the economic of scale. And especially in Indonesia with such large topography, with so many islands, and telco business being capex intensive, it is very important that we bring synergy. 1 year down the line, we have seen that there is better utilization of spectrum. The customers are getting benefited. The industry is doing much better than what it was. So it has brought value to everyone.
So Vikram, with those goals, what is Indosat's wider vision?
We had a lot of doubters when we started this journey. We among our team also, they were very curious, what will happen. What we have seen that close to 90% of mergers, especially in telco in-country mergers, struggle, especially on first 2 years. So with all those background, we started with a maximize mindset, how these two complementary assets can come together and deliver good for our customer, deliver good for the country, and help the country on the bigger mission of the whole digital Indonesia journey. Number speaks for itself. We just announced our result. And I think it is heading towards one of the successful merger in the making. But one of the key learning for me here has been that the whole ability to work together with the same guiding principle, the employees, the partner, that has given this momentum. For us, our vision, when we got to the scale, what merger did to us is it gave us the scale. And with 100 million customer, with two strong brand, with very clear segmentation, we have gone one step ahead. So what drives all of us, all the team and employees of Indosat, is the larger purpose, which is to empower every Indonesian. So our vision is to connect and empower, but the real drive force is empowering. And this is where we are putting our effort that, how can we be a part of their journey? How can we work with our partner ecosystem to make sure that we are adding value at every step of our customer's journey? And we have seen some good results coming out of it.
Thanks, Vikram. So let's zoom out a little bit. In the wider telecommunications sector, how does M&A provide benefits?
Look, Rob, I think we have all seen there are a lot of enough and more report which shows that the telcos globally has not been able to give the shareholder return, and especially with this background, what the learning I've seen is that it helps utilize important resources like spectrum also more effectively. It gives the real benefit and value. Number one. Number two, it really drives the country objective of creating the digital infrastructure which is needed. And for shareholder also, what we have seen, especially with our first year, questions like your ROIC has to be greater than WACC. I think we are heading towards answering all those questions. So I very strongly believe that there will be a lot of following on this. We have seen Malaysia is already in, Thailand is preparing, and I'm happy that at least we are contributing to more positive and successful mergers, especially on the telco space.
Of course, an organisation is anchored by its customers. How do you think this merger benefits your customers?
I think this is a very important question. For sure, merger, with the scale which we will get into, both the brand will have close to 45 to 50,000 physical sites with all the spectrum, 900, 1800, 2100. It will deliver better experience, it will help them make sure that they have better indoor experience, they have better speed, better latency. But more important, Rob, I want to highlight that from a shareholder point of view also, it really brings that this needs a lot of investment, and we have to keep that also in mind. So that benefit also flows through.
Could you please share your thoughts on why this merger is a success?
I think this time of the year, we started our journey from 4th January. We had a lot of doubters, and now that we have announced our result, and again, very humbly, I can say that we are heading towards, yes, there are a lot of more work to be done. Number speaks for itself. If you look at our full year results, all the metrics are looking very strong, very healthy, and we have the right momentum. But what is encouraging is it is very good for the industry also. After a long time, in fact, last 5 years, I have not seen the industry growing more than 1%. This year, it will grow close to 5-6%. And next 3-year CAGR is also looking close to 6-7%. So all these indicators shows that, and then all our financial results, the customer satisfaction scores are showing that, it is heading towards one of the most successful mergers.
So Vikram, I have to ask, why was Deloitte chosen to support this merger? What is your experience with the Deloitte team?
Look, I must say that why we choose Deloitte was they were much more grounded. I'm personally not a big fan of consulting. So we were looking for somebody who can teach us a lot, including myself, my team. There were, in fact, no one who had worked on a merger of this scale. Yeah. So we wanted somebody who can partner with us, and Deloitte has been a great partner. So the team from Deloitte, they were very grounded. And number two, we worked with a mindset that our principles are aligned. So they were our growth partner. They were not only helping us on integration, they were helping us on solving real challenge with a lot of agility. So it has been a very impressive journey with Deloitte, especially on this integration. And Rob, perhaps you could share the role Deloitte played in helping IOH with this post-merger integration.
Thank you very much, Vikram, and I'd be delighted to do so. The team will deliver across 3 key modules. Firstly, we will support Indosat's Integration Management Office, or IMO, by assuming Project Management Office responsibilities. Key activities we will perform include establishing the integration team with a governance structure designed to empower decision-making. Underpinning these activities is Deloitte's proprietary cloud-based M&A central platform, which has been configured to serve as a mission control to track milestones and risks across the entire post-merger integration journey. Secondly, the team will focus on the design of an integration master plan that will seek to translate Indosat's integration strategy into execution. This will include, for example, functional blueprints and work plans to leverage existing spectrum assets to enhance Indosat's 5G market position relative to its competitors. Thirdly, the team will set the targets and put in place the best practices for Indosat to achieve and perhaps even exceed its planned synergies.
As an overview, why is Deloitte support useful in post-merger integration for telcos?
In a high-pressure post-merger integration environment, with little time or room for error, it can be a tall order for organisations to manage the complexities of an integration while tending to their business continuity needs. So for this reason, our clients turn to us for support, so they can avoid the surprises and other common pitfalls that abound in these sorts of processes. By bringing a structured approach and a discipline honed from our extensive experience, we can play an important role to help our clients maintain razor-sharp focus on the execution timeline and de-risk critical steps in the process. Ultimately, we want to help boost our clients' chance of success across the entire merger and integration, from strategy right through to execution. So Vikram, what is your personal vision for the future, both for Indosat and for Indonesia? And indeed, what is the passion that drives you?
This is very exciting. It's very clear on my mind, Rob. For Indonesia, Indosat is a very strong brand name. And then we are very committed to empowering every Indonesian. And then not only me, all employees of Indosat, really connect to this mission and purpose. In terms of personal mission, I think between me and my management team, we all agreed we want to create history, not become history. So the only focus is to make this merger a world-class case study, where we can all be proud of. And then we are very committed to that. And that is what is driving us.
So thank you for your time, Vikram. It was a pleasure chatting with you, and I wish you all the success as you achieve new milestones in the merger.
But thank you, Rob. Deloitte has been a great partner of ours in this journey. And the job is not done yet. And let's work together in terms of making this merger a showcase for the whole world to follow. There are a lot of people who are following us. And I think we can together positively contribute to the region. Thank you so much.
I hope you got as much out of this conversation with Vikram Sinha of Indosat as I did. Thank you for joining us.